And also what will warm your heart is hearing how apprenticeships, also known as on-site training, can play a vital role in the economy of small communities here in Mississippi. And new research by the Urban Institute highlights the benefits of these rural registered youth apprentice programs. And joining us here on Good Things is Bhavani. She is the Senior Research Associate with the Urban Institute, and she's here to tell us about a unique experience in Moselle, Mississippi. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Rebecca. Thank you for having me here.
It's good to have you here, and I love this story, one, because I spent a couple of years living in Moselle, Mississippi, and so I'm very familiar with the small community there, and it's a wonderful place, but it is rural, and so I'm excited to hear that they're getting some opportunities to bring youth into the community for education. So talk about a little bit about what these rural registered youth apprenticeship programs, lots of words, do for our communities.
Absolutely. So Youth Apprenticeship is an earn and learn program for young people in or just after high school. They combine both academics with paid work across several different sectors. So there are 5 key components for a youth apprenticeship program. First, they have paid jobs. Employers provide competitive wages to apprentices during their training. Apprentices also gain hands-on and practical experience in the jobs. They have classroom learning through a college or online provider. And many apprentices actually earn college credits or even an associate's degree during the program. And apprentices are mentored on the job by an experienced professional. And they earn, when they complete the program, they earn a national credential that is portable. So it's a win-win for both apprentices and employers who are looking to fill, these talent shortages and the skills gap that a lot of them are experiencing right now.
We can imagine, particularly with Mississippi being a rural state sort of in general, some of the roadblocks to getting at least young people onto a farm or, into your or on-site training, especially if you're not maybe in a college sort of setting. So what are some of those roadblocks, though, that, that farms run up to or organizations run up against getting the quality apprentices out there without help from a program like this?
Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of places, rural communities are shrinking. So, young people, once they finish, high school, are off to college in different cities, or they leave to the city for better wages and things like that, or they create, or they settle into low-skilled job because there are not many jobs offered around there. There's also a lot of, traveling distance is a huge issue in public transportation, for example. In Mississippi, our apprentices had to, travel a long distance to get to the farm, in order to work on the horse farm and things like that. So, and public transportation is not often available. They had to rely on either their parents or friends or even the gaddises who employ them to help with transportation.
Well, let's talk about the gaddises. I was going to say the gaddises. I mean, it's a great story out of Moselle. They have a 20-acre horse farm, and it's where they buy, sell, and train horses. And so how did you connect with them in terms of them being interested in being part of an apprenticeship program?
So we got connected with them through the state director in Mississippi. They were, funnily enough, the apprentices actually approached them for training in horses and things like that. They did not know a lot about apprenticeship when they started it. The apprentices came up to them and said, hey, we want to learn how to train horses. We want to work with you. And they started to explore different things. When they were doing research online, they came across the Mississippi Apprenticeship Program, MAP, that works with employers and community colleges to set up apprenticeship programs. And through this Mississippi Apprenticeship Program, they reached out to one of our partners, IWSI and Urban Institute. And we were able to help them not just set up their program, but also provide some incentives to help some of the startup costs.
And I read where for the Gattises having these apprentices a part of their program now, it gives them the opportunity to think about expansion, maybe new dreams for their farms that they wouldn't have been able to do, without the help of having some on-site. Well, I mean, it's on-site help, but you're also offering the education to the apprentice. I mean, so it's a win-win for both sides. So if we've got farmers or maybe other small businesses listening to Good Things Today, Bhavani, and they think, wow, I would love an opportunity to have an apprentice, work with us or join us. Is this something more people can get involved in?
Absolutely. And in fact, the Gattises have been such a catalyst around small businesses in their community. More Farms is another, small business that does agricultural work that actually have come aboard with apprenticeship because of the Gattises. The Gattises talked to them about apprenticeship, and they connected with us, and we were able to support them with, I believe, 9 or 10 apprentices this past year. So yes, this is such a well-kept secret, but shouldn't be. I mean, a lot of employers should be able to use this type of training where they take young people and really train them in the job that they envision for them. They not only help these young people, set up with career pathways, but also, gain a lot of retention. For example, our studies have shown that, over 75% of apprentices that complete the apprenticeship program stay on. There's a huge return on investment for employers as well. A recent South Carolina University study shows that employers recoup their investment. For every dollar they invest, they have a return on investment of about $1.26.
Well,
and over 90%.
No, go ahead.
Of apprenticeship sponsors say they recommend it to others, actually.
Well, I just feel like, Bhavani, I mean, you hit the nail on the head in terms of this is a well-kept secret, because when I read it, I was like, more people should know about this opportunity. I mean, you think way back when, even farther beyond my day, right? The apprenticeship was how things, got passed down, how people learned trades, on the site training, and then you were able to sort of hire them. And so, it's the original VOTEC, I think, but in a little less formal kind of way. And you create these relationships, and you get students who are sincerely interested in the trade in which you're trying to provide. So on the flip side, if you've got, family members or either young people listening to Good Things Today, and what's the age range if they may want to be an apprentice? Maybe they want to be on the other side of this, where you connect them with a small business or a farm operation who's looking to take on the task.
Yeah, so our apprenticeship program is funded by the Department of Labor, and we provide incentives and technical assistance and help and support to employers. Hire apprentices in the 16 to 21 age group. But there are several other apprenticeship programs that even hire, young people in their late 20s, or early 30s that are looking for a change in their career, want to do something different. So at one point, as you said, apprenticeships were thought of for just a construction or electrical or plumbing, and those are the traditional trades. While these are still around, today apprenticeships are for emerging sectors such as information technology, healthcare, energy, advanced manufacturing. And you have tech giants like, Google and Microsoft doing apprenticeships as well.
Well, where can we go for more information?
You can go to www.urban.org or email us at apprenticeship@urban.org. And it's a win-win for all partners. Urban has deep expertise and can help schools, employers, and other stakeholders start and expand registered apprenticeship programs for you.
Well, I appreciate your time, Bhavani, here on Good Things. I think it's a great program. But you guys stick with us. We've got more for you coming.